I discussed the speech with Peter Robinson, President Reagan's speechwriter at the time of the Tear Down This Wall, in great length yesterday. It was a powerful address. But I am surprised to see the very next day a walkback, in essence, saying we can accept some centrifuges. And how many is too many, Mr. Ambassador?
That's not what the Prime Minister said yesterday. He just said very clearly, extend the breakout time. Don't leave them with this vast nuclear infrastructure. He didn't tell them what to leave them with. He just said you can't do this deal and explained why it's a very bad deal. But he didn't change Israel's position that they don't need any of this stuff to have a peaceful program. Look, there are 17 countries around the world who don't enrich uranium on their soil. 17 countries who have nuclear power and peaceful nuclear energy. And Iran is awash with oil and gas. There's no possible reason why they need it. But that wasn't the focus of what the Prime Minister was speaking about yesterday. He was making very clear what the two major concessions are, the two major problems, and he told and expressed his hope that people would do what they have to do to make a much better deal, a deal that Israel may not like, but a deal that Israel could live with.
So I'm going to go back, though, and I don't mean to be undiplomatic with the ambassador, but I want to go to the Peter Baker thing because it's very express. He says, rather than insist that Iran be left with no centrifuges and that it be barred from any enrichment of uranium, as he has in the past, Mr. Netanyahu signaled that he could live with a modest capability, just not one as robust as Mr. Obama would permit. That sounds half pregnant to me, Mr. Ambassador.
I told you, I'll say it again, Israel has not changed its position regarding what Iran needs. They don't need any of this infrastructure to have a peaceful program. And the Prime Minister was addressing his remarks specifically to that audience of decision makers and to do whatever they can do to make a much better deal. Israel always has to look at all the alternatives that it may face. And what the Prime Minister was expressing was his concern that these two concessions are going to lead to an awful deal, and he would like to see a much better deal. He didn't say it's a perfect deal. He didn't say it's a great deal. But Israel's position regarding Iran is that they don't need any of that nuclear infrastructure whatsoever, and that position hasn't changed.
Let me turn